Alright guys, new info just dropped that we are getting a sequel, Kpop Demon Hunters, and I must say, this is really good news. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what we can expect in this sequel, as well as the release date and so on. Like and subscribe right now if you are excited for Kpop Demon Hunters number 2, because I know I am. First of all, we have to acknowledge the fact that it's so cool we are getting a part 2 movie. But now the question is, what's going to happen? For those of you that have forgotten how part 1 ended, let me jog your memory real quick. Jinwoo sacrificed himself to save Roomy, and Huntrix was able to seal Gwi-Ma back into the demon world. So, where does that leave us now? There are still unanswered questions that I expect the sequel will have an answer for us. The first question is, who is Roomy's father? Yeah. They just said it was a powerful demon. I mean, come on, we're going to need more than that. From everyone we've seen online, the only powerful demon we know is Guima. Every other demon is just mid. I mean, other than the Saja boys. So yes, I'm basically saying that Guima might be Rumi's father. Ooh, that will be spicy. It'll give off Star Wars vibes when Guima tells her, "I'm your father." I can't wait for that. But the main thing you can expect is Rumi's reaction to this truth. We know how she doesn't react well to a lot of things. The girl takes everything personal. And yeah, we might have been angry at her in part 1, but I don't think I can blame her for the way she will react in part 2 after learning that her father is the king of demons. The second question is whether or not Roomy will be able to use her demon powers. I know she couldn't even accept the fact that she was part demon, but now she has accepted that part of herself. Will she ever use it? Or will she be scared that if she uses the powers, she will become more and more of a demon? Roomy has the chance to become the strongest character in the Kpop Demon Hunters universe, but that will only happen if she's willing to risk it and use every part of herself, both demon and human hunter. The next thing we can expect is Guima's actual escape. The whole of part 1 was Guima using the Saja boys as his instrument to escape. And I must admit, the plan was genius, but it didn't work, but it almost did. And we can't see another movie where he's sending people to do his dirty work. That will look repetitive. So, in the beginning of part 2, we are going to see an escape. You know how Tai Lung escaped from prison in the first Kung Fu Panda movie? Yeah, it'll kind of be like that. I said kind of because it'll take a miracle for anyone to top that Tai Lung escape scene. That was insane. I remember watching that as a kid and I had so much goosebumps. But hey, we'll see what happens. Anyways, with Guima out in the human world, things are going to be a lot more problematic. And to be honest, I want to see what form Guima will take. Will he go for the handsome boy archetype like Jinwoo, or will he go with the silver fox archetype? You know, a handsome and fit-looking middle-aged man. I think he will go with the silver fox. And after that, Guima will do the smartest thing. What could it be? How about he buys the record label Huntrix? How about he buys the record label Huntrix group? And don't ask me how he got the money. He's a powerful demon, remember? Honestly, it'd be more weird if he didn't have any money. Anyways, remember he saw how Jinwoo's plan almost succeeded, and if Jinwoo didn't get emotionally attached, the plan would have actually worked. So he will take a page out of Jinwoo's playbook. When he buys the record label, he will prohibit them from releasing any songs for the meantime. Instead, they should record an album. But his plan is to keep their music away from the public, so the honeymoon will get weakened. That means no tours and no stage. That means no tours and no stage performances. The girls will be furious, and their manager, Sweet Bobby, will try to talk to Guima about it. But Guima is too intimidating for Bobby, so the girls will go by themselves. And the moment they set their eyes on him, it's either they sense his demonic energy and immediately know he's a demon, or they don't sense it at all, and they have no idea who he is. Which one do you think will happen? I think they will realize sooner or later. Let's take a step back though. How did the girls know that Saja boys were demons? They saw their demon marks precisely, and Saja boys could have kept it hidden, but it seems like they didn't care. So we can say that them finding out that Gwi-Ma's a demon, it all depends on Gwi-Ma on what he wants. If he has no intention of showing them his marks, then they wouldn't know he's a demon. So this is going to be a really cool mixture of things we didn't get to see in the first movie. I think it'll be interesting to see how Gwi-Ma will try break the girl's spirits. But one thing is certain, the truth will be revealed, and when it's revealed, it's gonna be an epic showdown. Huntrix versus Gwi-Ma in the flesh. I would want to see the god level powers that man possesses and how he wields them. In the first movie, he was a flame when he fought against Huntrix, but now the flame had taken flesh into a human form. I'd love to see how far Roomy is willing to go just to put him down, a combination of her demon side. But not just that, I also want to know how Gwi-Ma will take from them. I mean, the king of demons can come to the world and not wreak havoc on the lives of those he wanted to break. So my question still remains, what will he take from the girls? Maybe he ends Celine. I'm sure that he will break the girls. I'm sure that will break the girls. Or even Bobby. No Bobby. That'll break my heart actually. I really cannot handle the heartbreak at this time. Or what if he takes Mira's family? Oh, that is sure to spice things up. The point is that Gwi-Ma being present, it is going to be a really haunting season on the girls and everyone they care about. I can't wait for this to happen. The hunters are going to be hunted. That'll leave a sour taste in our mouths. Anyways, let's get back to the question that has been at the back out of all of our minds for quite some time. When will the movie be released? Well, brace yourselves, because based on the announcement by Netflix and Sony, we'll be getting a sequel in 2029. Sorry folks, I know that wasn't what you were expecting. I was disappointed as well when I saw the date. At first, I thought I read it wrong, that it was 2027, but nope, it's in 4 years from now. Wow, imagine how big a child who was born this year will be when part 2 drops. Anyways, you can't blame them. These things take time. And I know many of you are wondering why I said Netflix and not Sony. Why I said Netflix and Sony. Isn't it a Netflix movie? After all, it was on Netflix. Well, it's a joint effort. Sony Pictures Animation is the studio that produced the movie, while Netflix distributed the movie. Yeah, the same studio that produced Spider-Man, Across the Spider-Verse, and The Mitchells vs. the Machines are the same studio that made Kpop Demon Hunters. That took almost 7 years to finish. 7 freaking years. I'm trying to think about where I was 7 years ago, and I can't even remember. I was just a teenager. After all, these things take time to create such a masterpiece, so let's give it the time that it deserves. Although, I can't stop imagining number 2. Since the movie is dropping in 4 years from now, it will pick up exactly where it let off, like how The Incredibles 2 picked up from where The Incredibles went off. I don't know, all this is making me restless. I gotta just take a deep breath and try not to overthink the release date so much because it's in a while, so yeah. And with that, we have come to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed these theories for the number 2, and I want to see how accurate I am. I always love doing this to really see how accurate I am, and usually I'm right because I have the best theories out there. Anyways guys, if you want to check out my recent video, I'll put it in the middle of the screen as well. See you guys in the next video. Peace out and take care. Goodbye.